Hi friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel Gene Bytes. In this week video we are going to see how to migrate your servers from any infrastructure like Azure, AWS, Nutanix, on-premise, physical to the cloud. In today's example I have created one server in my Azure account and the name of the server is Cloud VM. This server is sitting in the data center North Europe, and I have a public IP for this. I'm going to RDP into this server and see what are the specifications available. I'm into the server right now. I'm going to check the host name. The host name is Cloud VM. Okay, and I'm going to see some other settings of this VM. Okay, I have two disks in this VM, and if you see the properties you will know my computer name. It's Cloud VM and it is in the work group. Okay, and I'm just going to show my LAN IP address as well. This is my LAN IP address. This IP address belongs to my Azure VNet, and I have two disks, C and D drive. My C drive is around 128 GB SSD, and I have created a new folder called Gene Bytes because we will verify this once the migration is completed. We will verify if all these files has been moved to the new infrastructure also. Okay, I have a third-party software. This is a backup software. I have registered this machine in my backup software, and I'm going to take full backup of this machine. Full backup in the sense I'm going to take a disk level backup. The whole logical disk I'm going to take backup. I have a predefined backup plan, okay, which will take the full backup of this machine, and it will put it in my cloud itself. Okay, the destination for this backup is also in the cloud. So these pre-configurations are already set. Maybe I can explain you how to set this in another video, but since there is a time constraint, I have already configured everything, and I'm using I'm just going to show what is the settings only, how the backup is going to happen. And the backup destination is also on cloud-based storage. The backup storage gateway, all other stuffs are pre-configured. I can explain you this stuff in another new video, but for this video we are not going deep into those configurations. Okay, my backup has been started. I can see the progress, 20% completed, and how long it's going to take, how long the time so far has been elapsed. These details I can see from the activity details. The backup is in progress. From the activity details, we can confirm that backup has been successfully completed. Around 11.7 GB data has been processed to the backup destination. Now I'm into my on-premises AHV console, Nutanix console. I'm going to create the VM with exactly the same configuration, whatever in the cloud, and I have given the name as to be restore. The CPU or memory configuration can be of your choice, depend upon how much configuration or compute power your virtual machine required. You can define it. For the demo, I have given virtual CPU as 1 and number of cores 2, RAM 4 GB, and the hard disk should be exactly the same what you have in the in your original server. So in our case, it's going to be two disk, one with 128 GB, another temporary disk which is 10 GB. So I have created two disk. An important thing is that I need to boot it with my bootable media. This bootable media is provided by my backup software. I have added the CD drive, and I have added this ISO in the bootable media. You should add the necessary network NIC as well, because this this bootable media need an internet access to go and access those backup archives and download those backup archives to your original VM. I'm going to turn on this VM which we created. So since it doesn't have any operating system, it should boot from the bootable media. The boot priority is my CD drive, so it should boot from my bootable media. You can see the screen as it boots from the bootable media. This is my bootable media page. I have two options. One is rescue media and continue OS booting. Since I don't have operating system running here, I'm selected the rescue media. It will take a couple of minutes to log in. Sorry for that image. Since it is from the console directly, the image looks a little smaller. Sorry about that. And my bootable media is still loading. It's trying to log in to take me to the next page where I can specify my credentials for my backup, and I can download those archives. Yeah, I'm in the next screen. I have selected manage this machine locally, and I have selected the recover option. In the recover option, my storage is a cloud, so I have selected the cloud storage, and I'm providing the credentials where my backup archives are currently sitting. Okay, there is a username password for that to access those backup archives. In our case, it should be GeneBytes demo, and the password which I have. Once the credentials are validated, you can browse the available archives. For the demo, I have only one backup archive sitting in the cloud storage. I can see what is the archive name. In our case, it's backup, and it will list you all the volumes available in the particular source VM and what are the disk you are going to recover. You can select it. I am going to recover both MBR and as well as the basic disk, and I have selected. Now the source and destination disk will get automatically matched if the size is either equal, or if it is higher, then the source and destination is going to match automatically. If the destination is smaller than your source virtual machine or source server, you are going to get an error here. But since we already have it exactly the same on cloud as well as the on-premise server, it's going to be automatically going to assign all those disks. You can see here disk 1 MBR map to disk 1 MBR here, and disk 2 map to disk 2, and basic disk mapped to basic disk. Okay, let me scroll down. You can see all those disk to MB are mapped. All other disk also getting mapped. Now I have click on the recovery option. Now it's in progress. You can see the recovery progress here. There are more prerequisites to be done for migrating this VM from one platform to another, or one infrastructure to another infrastructure. All those prerequisites cannot be covered in a single video, but this procedure will work in most of the cases. I can say 90% of the cases this process can work. If you need more details, you can put it in the command. If you have a question, you can mention the commands. I can provide you detailed information as much I can. Now the recovery is completed. I'm going to reboot this VM, reboot the bootable media, so I can boot it into the operating system instead of booting from the removable media. Okay, it's loading now. I can see the Windows disk bringing online, and it's the Windows, it's getting loaded. Let's see. Yeah, I got the login screen. I'm going to enter with the same login credentials which I used in my cloud, to make sure this is my exact replica or exact migrated VM from the cloud. Yeah, the credentials are working. I am into my server already. See the folder which we created there, we can see, and all those files we can see with the timestamp and those details. Will show you the computer name as well. Even the computer name, it's going to be the same. You can see the hard disk, 127 GB, and the 10 TB, sorry, the 10 GB temporary disk, the computer name cloud VM. So it's just exactly the same virtual machine which was in Azure 10 minutes or 5 minutes before. We just moved it to our on premises. This process can be used in all kind of migration: VMware to Nutanix, AHV, Nutanix to VMware, Azure to VMware, VMware to VMware. All kind of migrations this will support. Or if you want to migrate from Azure cloud to AWS cloud, you can use this option as well.